Guys, hello everyone. Today, I'd like to talk with you about a really interesting topic. I hardly ever addressed it anywhere else, but it was brought up in the Sun Club, and I decided why not discuss it not only there, but here on YouTube as well. I believe it's something that concerns a lot of people, namely, whether we can direct other people's energy toward peaceful aims or use that energy to power a more light-filled framework of reality. We often hear, and I've also told you, that the Dark Ones do all kinds of large gatherings, big events, concerts, and so on, as a way to collect massive amounts of energy from us. Then they pour that energy into dark frameworks, into their own intentions, launching those intentions onto our parallel reality. Basically, humanity is being enslaved by its own energy. It's an ugly cycle. The Dark Ones rarely pour their own energy into these frameworks. They tend to use other people's energy instead. They do this through various methods, like media and television. They encourage people to feel certain emotions in mass, often through fear, so that specific instinctive energies are triggered. We've talked a lot about how all our thoughts and our reactions shape our reality. If you want your life to change, you have to begin by changing your thinking. The reality we live in is a direct reflection of our mindset. Many people stay stuck in victim mentality saying, I'm a good person, but the world is evil. So I'm sitting here miserable and blaming the stars or other people or those who made decisions for me. But in fact, the point where you find yourself is the direct result of your own thought processes, and the Dark Ones know it. That's why they specifically bombard us with certain information through TV shows, movies, series, and more to manipulate our consciousness so that we think in a way that's convenient for them. They also use that process to redirect our collective energy so that light bearers end up powering negative realities. A prime example is how in 2020 so many people fueled the global wave of fear. That whole scenario was a creation of human minds powered by human energy. In the Sun Club, someone asked a question along these lines, that there are many people who truly want to break out of this situation, who want our world to change, who want the Dark Ones to leave and society to transform. Can we somehow guide all that energy, especially people who already understand how to use intention, who sense frameworks, and know how to power them to create positive, light-based structures? Is that possible? Can we do that in our everyday lives? I'll tell you more. It's not only possible, we can even use other people's intentions, people around us like friends, parents, partners, and help fulfill their wishes by weaving frameworks that draw on their energy. I'll explain how I usually do that. Let's say I'm talking to someone and they share a personal dream or goal. I really want this or that to happen. In that moment, I sense that they have a strong desire, but they don't really know how to build or energize the framework for it. If I see that spark in them, I'll quietly add my own intention that their wish comes true. I'm not trying to reshape their reality or force them to change their lives the way I want. I'm simply adding a blessing, you might say, that they succeed. We've been conditioned through the matrix, through various entities, to project negative scenarios onto others or to wish them ill. But rarely do we consciously channel positive energy toward people in our everyday lives. So the first good habit to practice is to direct your gratitude energy into supportive frameworks for others. For example, if a store clerk helps you pick out an item, you can mentally wish her good things, that she prospers, that her work goes smoothly. Whether she accepts that energetic framework or not is another matter, but at least you've sent it. Another way to power a light-based framework with other people's energy is if someone tells you, I really wish for such and such to happen, but at that moment I sense their energy and start weaving the framework. I lay the foundation, but they're the one who really fuels it, because it's their dream. I genuinely wish with all my heart that their goal is realized. That's not just empty words. Empty well-wishing doesn't accomplish anything, but heartfelt wishing, like a swift bird flying from your chest, fills their space with energy. That gift up of energy can help move them forward. So if you do it sincerely, people close to you might see their wishes come true with your help. You can become, metaphorically, a genie in a bottle or a golden fish who grants wishes. Regarding group energy, my friends and I sometimes do something like this. If there's a large group of people all wanting something good, like justice or a positive outcome, they may shout about it, but don't know how to build a framework to make it happen. They may see a wrongdoing or they might want to protect a local park from development. They want to stand up for it, but don't know how to form a powerful collective intention. So if you get inspired, you can pick up on people's energy when they talk about it, then shape that into a single framework and send it forth. You're basically acting as a conduit between those people and the reality they hope for. They don't know how to do it, but you can weave the structure. So you're helping to manifest something they already want. It's very important, however, not to use other people's energy, or your own, to make them live the way you personally think they should. You can strengthen their existing framework, but you can't hijack their reality to fulfill your own desires. Also, regarding blessing, people, you have to keep 2 points in mind. First, don't intrude on their reality. You're sending your intention from your own reality, which travels through energetic links into theirs. They can either accept or reject it. This means you can send them goodness, send them light, help them awaken if it resonates with them. For instance, many people say, I've woken up, but my spouse, or my parents, or my children are still completely asleep. How can I make them awaken? You can't force them, but you can bless them from your heart. I wish for you to open your eyes to see clearly. Then that blessing energy travels into their field and often it can plant a seed. What you can't do is hack someone's reality, controlling them so that they must wake up right this instant. That's manipulative and it usually backfires. In fact, attempts to hack someone else's reality are reminiscent of voodoo practices or curses that aim to subjugate another person's will. That's direct interference in another soul's life, a trespass against their energetic boundaries, and typically the universe does not allow such intentions to succeed. Also, if you think it's acceptable to meddle in someone else's life, that implies it's also acceptable for others to do it to you. Universal laws work both ways. Energy is never a one-way street. So if you do want to use intention in a genuine way, helping others, channeling collective energy into positive frameworks, fueling the dreams that people already hold, you need to work on yourself first, on your own thinking and personal boundaries. Because as I often say, everything you consider fine to do to others automatically becomes fine for them to do to you. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for those who can already use intention or are just starting to explore it. If you want to experiment with collecting the mass energy of many people and focusing it into some global framework, here's one method. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, where you won't be disturbed. Tune into the world's energy. Believe me, there are countless people who dislike the emptiness the dark ones have established and want to see true change. People who don't want to be sick. For example, have you ever met someone who genuinely wants to be ill? They're releasing all sorts of unspoken frustrations into the world, but they don't know how to turn those frustrations into an actual intention. They have no idea how to form the framework for true health or how to banish illness from their reality. If you can sense others' energies the way I can, try to connect with all these longings, these heartfelt desires of people everywhere. Then shape an intention and imagine creating a framework and invite their energies to flow into it and then let it go. This can be incredibly powerful because many people don't know how to do it themselves. If you have this ability, I believe it can be a huge boost for humanity. Finally, one last note. Maybe not everyone here follows my Telegram, but I posted a fascinating video over there. People have been asking about celebrities who show up with a black eye, like the Pope, various presidents or showbiz stars who periodically appear with a dark bruise under one eye. Everyone always claims they fell down or bumped into something, yet it's always the same eye. Online there's been a lot of speculation that it's an occult ritual, but nobody knows exactly which ritual or why. So I decided to check it on the subtle plane and see what's really going on. And the results are in my Telegram. That's all for today. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Become a member of my Telegram channel and discuss with like-minded people as a supporting club member.